Welcome to this Rugby Obsession deep dive.
Break to be here.
Today we're getting stuck into that first test match, the British and Irish Lions against the Wallabies at Suncorp.
Yep, a pretty comprehensive win for the Lions in the end, 27-19.
It was, securing that 1-0 lead in the series. So our plan today, really, is to unpack what happened.
Look at the key moments, the big performances.
Exactly. Pull out the insights so you get the main takeaways quickly.
Sounds good.
And hey, right at the start, if you love this kind of rugby chat, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession. You won't want to miss these deep dives.
Definitely. So about that match, Andy Farrell's side, they were the heavy favorites, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
But this wasn't just scraping a win. They really laid down a marker. Dominated, basically.
Almost total control, it felt like.
Pretty much every part of the game, bar maybe the scrum at times, that was perhaps the one area you'd look at.
Okay, let's talk about that opening. That first half was something else.
It really was.
They shot out to a 10-8 lead pretty quickly.
Yeah, Finn Russell knocked over an early penalty.
And then that first try, Sione Tuipulotu, that was quite the score.
It was beautiful build-up play, wasn't it? That offload from Russell.
Oh, the one to Sheehan, almost looking the other way.
Exactly. And then the forwards just took over. Big carries, real power.
You could see the physicality right away in those first 20 minutes especially. Tommy Freeman making yards almost every time he touched it.
He was immense. And that game line success, it wasn't by accident. That was the plan, wasn't it? Punch holes, get quick ball.
And Jamison Gibson-Park's kicking.
Spot on. His box kicking was, well, textbook. Great height, great distance. Put the Wallabies under all sorts of pressure.
The whole set piece and breakdown area felt very one-sided early on.
It dictated everything, really. Field position, momentum.
So amid all that Lions pressure, the Wallabies did get on the board. Max Jorgensen's try.
Yeah, that felt like it came out of nowhere, didn't it? Kind of against the run of play.
Especially given how the Lions had been bossing the aerial contest up to that point.
It was their only real sniff in that first half, to be honest.
But what stood out was how the Lions reacted. No panic, just reset.
Straight back to it. Kept building pressure, kept creating chances.
And that pressure told just before the break. Tom Curry going over.
Yep. A proper forwards try. Close range. Sustained pressure paying off.
Which gave them that 17-5 lead at halftime. Felt about right, maybe even a bit flattering to the Wallabies at that point.
You could argue that, yeah. The Lions were firmly in control.
So second half, Australia needed a massive shift.
They did. A huge improvement was required.
But it didn't quite happen, did it?
No. And the Lions effectively sealed it pretty early in that second period, Dan Sheehan getting the try.
That came from the line-out steal, didn't it? Curry involved again.
That's right. Curry intercepted the throw, quick hands through Russell and Hugh Jones, and Sheehan was over. Clinical.
Game over, really, at that point.
Felt like it. It really knocked the stuffing out of the Wallabies, I think. Showed how quickly the Lions could punish any error.
Now, the Lions weren't perfect in that second half. A few too many penalties.
Yeah, the discipline did slip a bit. Gave the Wallabies a few piggybacks up the field.
And the Wallabies did lift their intensity, to be fair.
They did. They showed some fight, got a couple of consolation tries.
Carlo Tizano burrowed over from close range.
Yep. And Tate McDermott got one later on, too. Moments of individual effort.
But you never really felt the Lions were in serious trouble.
Not really, no. They seemed to manage the game well, even went down to 14 for a bit. And Marcus Smith popping over that penalty after Tizano's try just steadied the ship again.
Killed any momentum they might have been building.
Exactly. So largely outclassed, you'd have to say.
Okay, let's talk key players, standouts for you. On the Lions side first.
Oh, tough to pick just a few. But Finn Russell, his creativity was vital. That offload was world-class.
Yeah, pure magic. And hard to ignore the captain, Maro Itoje.
Absolutely. His work rate, his line-out presence, just immense leadership. Almost felt like he was everywhere at the breakdown.
And for the Wallabies, any bright spots in the defeat?
Well, Max Jorgensen took his try really well, showed his finishing ability.
A glimpse of what he can do.
Definitely. And maybe Carlo Tizano showed some good energy when he came on, got that try.
But overall, a tough day at the office for them.
A very tough day.
Just a quick note on the officials, too. Ben O'Keefe was the ref, with his assistants and TMO support. Seemed okay, mostly.
Yeah, standard stuff, really. Nothing too controversial that decided the game, I wouldn't have thought.
Right, just pausing here for a moment. If you're finding this breakdown useful and want more like it, please do subscribe to Rugby Obsession. It helps us keep bringing you these deep dives.
Definitely worth doing. So wrapping up the match itself, the overall feeling is Lions dominant.
Pretty much sums it up.
Mm-hmm.
Laid a really strong foundation for the rest of the series.
Yeah, Despite maybe a slightly scrappy second half with the penalties, the job was well and truly done. That first half performance was the key.
So thinking about the bigger picture, for you listening,
Mm.
what does this dominant start mean for the Lions' chances going forward?
Huge confidence boost, obviously. Sets them up perfectly.
And for the Wallabies, where do they even start to try and turn this around? Big questions for them.
Massive questions. They need answers. And quickly.
So, connecting the dots then, what aspects of the Lions' play are absolutely crucial for them to maintain, to keep this advantage?
Well, for me, it's got to be that breakdown dominance.
And denying quick ball.
Exactly. Slowing Wallaby ball down or stealing it. And maintaining that accuracy in their kicking game, both tactical and out of hand. Keep winning the territory battle.
Makes sense. And flipping that, for the Wallabies, what's the single biggest thing they need to fix before the next test?
Oh, it has to be the set piece, doesn't it? Particularly the scrum.
They were under pressure there.
Consistently. You can't launch anything without a stable platform. And they probably need to look at how they handle that aerial bombardment, too. They lost that battle badly.
Okay, lots for both camps to think about.
For sure. The Lions will be looking to replicate. The Wallabies need a complete rethink in some areas.
So, bringing it all together, a really compelling victory for the Lions. A statement made.
Absolutely. Leaves us with a fascinating thought, though. Given how dominant they were, where are the Lions potentially vulnerable, if at all?
Maybe that second half penalty count. Ill discipline under pressure.
Perhaps. Or can the Wallabies find a way to disrupt Russell, put him under more pressure than they managed in this first test? Something for you listening to mull over.
Good question. We'd love to hear what you think. What stood out to you from the match? What do the Wallabies need to change? Let us know.
Yeah, share your thoughts.
Right, that's us for this Rugby Obsession deep dive. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yours.
Don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession if you haven't already, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.